Charlie asked me to talk about my dad tonight. I grew up with Daddy leading singing all my life. And those of you that are here tonight know how much he loved these old songs. I had all kinds of notes written out, but my husband told me, just follow your heart. Daddy grew up going to singing schools, learning the old songs, the fa sol la singing, and you never knew when he might break out in the church service singing those fa sol la. If you don't know what that is, that's the shape notes that are in these books. When he would lead a song, he just led it with all his heart. And so he loved these old songs. He knew what they were talking about. I was told a while back that he had what they call a two-handed fisted leading, like these people were doing tonight. And you could see when that spirit was about to come over Daddy. He'd get that certain look on his face, and those hands would start to clap, but he never missed a beat. He lived these old songs. Many times I can remember him saying, these songs teach us about the blood of Jesus, that he died on that cross for each one of us. He lived these songs. He taught them. And he wanted his family to know about these songs. And anybody knew when they came over to the house, he might just break out into a song at home. It didn't matter where he was. He was not ashamed. You could see him after he got too old to sing in the choir or lead. He'd be sitting on that second pew in Zion View Baptist Church, singing as best he could, beating time with the choir. It didn't matter which song it was, but some of his favorites were like Where the Milk and Honey Flows. Some of the others, he's just inside that gate. He's inside that gate tonight singing with that heavenly choir. And I know if he were here tonight, he'd be praising God with all his might, enjoying every bit of this. And I wish I could sing like my dad and lead like he did, but I can't. I do the best that God gives me the ability to. And I want these songs to live on just like Daddy did. I want his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren to know that these songs teach us about the love of Jesus. It teaches us that he died on that cross for each one of us and shed his blood. Daddy was never ashamed of that blood. He wasn't ashamed. He was a truck driver for 33 years in and around Atlanta. And he took his Bible everywhere he went. We have all his Bibles at home. Each one of us children have one of them. And they have notes, and I cherish those. At night when I can't sleep, I'll get his old Bible out, and I'll read through it and see the notes, and that brings me more comfort than anything I know. I wasn't even sure I was going to get here tonight to be able to sing because I've been sick for the last 2 weeks. But I proclaimed, and I asked all my friends that were here tonight to help me pray. Last night I woke up, I couldn't even hardly talk. But I'm up here and I'm praising God because I know that's what Daddy would want me to do too. Please keep these old songs going. And I know if Daddy were here, he would say, I'll meet you in the morning just inside the eastern gate where that milk and honey flows. And he's not growing old anymore. He doesn't have that pain. He had an accident where he crushed his whole left side. The doctors gave him up to die. He lived 13 more years after that. While he was in that coma for all those weeks, we played tapes of these Southern gospel songs for him. And you can't tell me that that wasn't healing music to his soul. He came back out to live and proclaim God's name for each one of us. And I pray that each of you cherish the memories of these old songs as much as my daddy did. And I love each one of you. Thank you.